Many developers that have used and currently use JUnit aren't aware of all the features, and that is okay. You can get away with just a few basic features and still get many benefits out of using JUnit. But if you really want to master JUnit, it is useful to know everything that is available to you. Let's briefly go over the features of JUnit, and in the later modules of this course, we'll look at them more in depth. First, we have asserts. I mentioned this one before, and this is really the cornerstone of JUnit. JUnit allows you to specify what you expect and compare it against what you actually got by using a powerful set of assertions. Next, we have test setup and teardown. JUnit has several ways we can set up test data before our test actually runs and tear down that data or context after it runs. This makes it much easier to write test code that is not repetitive for each test. JUnit also allows us to test for exceptions, both to verify that an exception was not thrown and that one was thrown. We can organize JUnit test cases into test suites, which is useful for managing a large amount of tests. JUnit now also supports parameterized testing, which basically means that you can create tests that operate on sets of data that you feed into those tests. We can use assumptions in JUnit to ignore tests that aren't even qualified to run on a particular platform or context. Rules and theories are two relatively new features of JUnit. Rules allow us to extend the functionality of JUnit by adding behaviors to tests that happen whenever we use a particular rule. An example would be a rule that lets us create a temporary file or directory that is always deleted after the test is run, regardless of the output. Theories are a little more complex. They are special kinds of tests that work under different contexts. We can set them up with different data and make sure those theories still hold. I'll give you a more detailed description of theories when we cover it in the advanced module. Finally, JUnit has the ability to integrate with most of the popular build systems for Java, including Ant and Maven.